If you don't know, last week I just dropped 2 sample packs. One of them is industrial drums and the other one is industrial PERC. You can bundle those together, get them all in one. I recommend going that route. You save a little bit of money. But I'm here to do this video today because I wanted to show you how quick and easy it is to pull these samples from my pack into a session that you already have or one that you don't. Today we're gonna just start from scratch and make a beat, and then at the end of the video I'm gonna put it up somewhere where you guys can download it for free and use it however you want. Also, I might open up the promo video that I made, kind of go through that and show you some of the sounds I did in that as well. All right, let's make a beat. Create an audio track, and then, okay, let me show you inside here. Here's some loops. So it's a range of tempos with all these categories, right? So 65 all the way up to 155. 6/8 grooves only have a select few, but the majority of this is from 65 to 75. Get my phone out. Okay, so let's do I'm just gonna pick something random. Let's do 95 beats per minute. So I'm gonna come in here, change this to 95, nice. And then let's pick a category. I'm gonna go with Quirk City, 95. So Quirk City is kind of like what inspired me to do this whole pack, right? There are these weird, quirky, like aggressive sounding things that made me think of industrial, you know, just that attitude, right? And so what I liked doing was putting this instrument called an opera gong. It's a small gong that has a flat, like raised flat center on it. And when you hit it, it does a cool pitch bend thing. So having that like metallic sound with like the quirky bend to it, it just sounds like people working with metal or something. So putting that with drums just was kind of a no-brainer for me. I thought it would be kind of cool. So let's do that. Let me find which one it was. There's, you know, every like category, there's going to be different grooves at different tempos. Some are repeated, some aren't. If I liked it enough, I repeated it. If not, then I just tried different stuff. Wow, that was a good guess. So you can hear the opera gong, the hit on the rim of it, and then hit in the center where it's bending. Anyway, that was cool. Let's start with that. It's going to ask that. No. We don't want to import any of that. And actually, I'm going to move this up here. We're going to call this grooves. And then this will be our fills. And if we add other stuff, we'll put that on new tracks. Nice. Let's repeat that. Let's have this go for a little bit. And then I'm going to add, you know, I take that back. We're not going to repeat it. Let's change the groove. So let's just do simple groove, right? At 95. Let's do that one. Why not? We'll go straight into it. And then maybe I'll do a fill. Let's put a fill. Hold on. Let's see. So there's some categories of fills here. Beat, 3 and 4 pickups. Obviously the 6/8 fills. There's builds, some classic fills like Pat Boone, Debbie Boone stuff. Some shuffle fills, and then there's just some extra fun stuff that I did. Let's do beat, 3 and 4 pickups. And I only labeled this as beat, 3 and 4 pickups because that's where I hear it, but you can slide it, move it anywhere. It doesn't matter. Let's just pick it. So we're coming out of boom, bang, ching, chong, bang, bang. What's a cool fill coming out of there? Yeah, let's do that one. Zoom in a little bit. 2, 3, yeah, cool. And we'll just stop it here. Yeah, sick. All right, and then let me put a little crash on there. Let me go to one shots. Crash symbol here. Different velocities. I'm thinking probably the loudest. Let's see. Yeah, let's go with that. Move. Yeah, that works. I'll just call this crash. Okay, so this is what I like doing with these like snare drum hits. I think it partners really well with this. There's like this metal sheet. It's like I don't know if corrugated is the right word. It's like people use it for roofing. Anyway, I hit it with a stick. There's two options there though. I like taped a bunch of coins to it, so it could sound like this. That's just a little rattle afterwards, and then there's with nothing. It's just the sheet. I think I kind of like it without, so I'm just gonna add this in. I'm just gonna copy that. I have different velocities, but I think I like the character of this one because there's a lot of length, a lot of tail end to it, as opposed to maybe this one. So I'm just gonna turn it down, and there's also like a lot of top end that I like in that one. So I'm just gonna adjust the volume there. We're also peaking, but you know, it's whatever. Everything by itself will not peak. I promise. It's just when you add these things on top of one another, they're going to start to peak. So maybe we just, for now, just bring all this down. Cool. All right, so back to the groove. Metal sheet thing is cool, but I think I'm just going to have it just on the beat twos everywhere. So I'm going to paste that there. There, right? Cool. I'm going to also loop this. And let's get a little bit more motion. So let me add some PERC to this. Let's do, oh, what am I doing? Those are one shots. Now the cool thing is on these PERC loops, I made, I made some grooves that are already there with the same tempos with a drum sample pack. But with stuff like the pipe clave parts, it's so easy to just build your own. So I think what I'm gonna do is maybe I'll do the first one with a pipe loop, and then I'll build for the second time around. I'll build my own. So let's just find one here. I'll do this one. Nice. Do it again, and then now I'll build my own. So let's go to PERC one shots, do pipe claves, and these are the different velocities. Right? So I'm just gonna do the loudest, because I just like it loud. Let me call this pipe claves. Oh yeah. Metal sheet. Cool. So let's see. Let's copy this. Let me put one here. What? Put one here. That's what I'll do. It'll sound like this. That's right on the grid, but I'm going to push it a little later because I think it sounds better. Still feels early, so I'm going to move it just even more. Feels better to me. Might not to you, but it does to me, so shut up. Okay. And then I'll copy this. Where did I start it? Okay. So it should be right there. Sick. And it should work out again. Right there. Cool. Let's add a shaker. So I have a junkyard shaker here. These are just one shots. Kind of cool. Just different like shake lengths and stuff. Cool to like end a song with or whatever. But let me do a loop. Oh, what I made, I used this like illy, you might be able to see it. There's an illy can of coffee right here that I used. It's like metal can, right? So I typically fill it. There's a bag on top of garbanzo beans that I put in there, uncooked, obviously. And that sounds really cool. It's like really bright and aggressive. But for this pack, I put like washers and screws in there, and it ended up working out. It sounded really cool. So this is what it sounds like. Yeah, different accent points and stuff for these grooves. But I think it sounds pretty neat. Anyway, let's add it here. I'll call this one shaker. You know what? I'm not going to have it start right away. I want it to start over here. And then we'll let it go. So the rest of the way. Also, I think I want to add more percussion. Let's do the glass bottle. I used a Talisker bottle. I went to Scotland recently, and I was like, hey, I'm going to hit this with a stick. When I'm done drinking it, of course. Amazing Scotch whiskey. If you haven't tried it, try it. It's great. But yeah, it also makes a great instrument. So here's some loops. Hard to tell without having a reference of where the beat is, but again, there's one shots of these, so if you wanted to build your own, you can. There should be like a da-da-da. Yep, there it is. Let's do it. Let's put that in there. And all of these, again, like I said, all of these can be moved, placed around. What is happening? Okay. Yeah, all of these can be moved, placed around, put in different spaces, you know. I've just recorded what I heard. But like, for instance, let's check this out. So this one goes right on the beat. Da-da-da, da-da-da. Right? But I think what I'm going to do da-da-da, da-da-da, pop. So that'll have to start on the E of 1, which, if my grid is right, should be there. And I'm going to have it start a little later. It's not going to start right at the top. So kind of cool. But I don't like all of it. I just like that first time. Boop, bop, bop, bop. And then I don't want any more. I want that gone. So I'm going to get rid of it. But what I will do is take that glass bottle and put it on the downbeat the next time. And then I'll do it again here. Boop, bop, 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 boop, bop, bop, bop. All right, let's put it here. Should go there. Boop, up, up, up. Yeah, and then trim it. See you, bye. Gone. Let's check it out. And then I'll do another ba-da-da here. So I'll copy that cut. Let me paste it here. Did I do that right? Hold on. And then another da-da-da. Cool. Now, since the glass bottle and the pipe claves are pretty close, if not the same pitch. Let me listen again. No, they're really close. But I think what would be cool is kind of have this stereo thing going on where I put one of them to the left, other one to the right. And I think I'll put glass bottle a little over, put this a little over. See what that sounds like. Could have this cool stereo image thing. Cool. Let's do, I'm going to add the brake drum in, and then I'll stop with percussion for a sec. I just want a one-shot, though, of this brake drum. And I did this with different, velocities and different, like, strikers. So I used hammer. There's one with a mallet. There's one with just with a stick. And then I did this one that I call it vibrato because I was like making the vibrato happen. It's not crazy noticeable, but I think it's cool. And if you're a nerd like me, you might throw it in a session. As opposed to the normal, right? Just a little subtle difference. So I'm going to put it in there because you know what? Screw it. This is my YouTube. All right. Where will I put it, though? Let me find, like, a nice gap. Yeah, I think I'll put it here. Boom. Nice. Cool. So back half here has a lot going on, but let's do something else here. But let's switch up the groove a little bit. Let's do like a funky thing. Let's do that one. Let's put it there. See what that is. Oh yeah, there's a fill. Hold on. Where'd that fade? That flayed. Yeah, let's do like a light fill here. Light, I mean, they're all aggressive, but something that's like pop, something real easy. 95. Do like that. 3. So that's 3. 4. You pick up 3 and 4 fills. That's where I hear it. 4, right? Maybe let that ring a little bit. Adds a little gap there with silence, but that's whatever. Let's do, let's create our own fill. I think I have this fill in here, but let's add like, just so we can show some of the one shots. Let's do this kick. Let's do that. Let me duplicate this fills. I'll just call this one shots. Yeah, I think I already have this fill in the fill folder, but maybe we can just do a little different and create our own. So let's do kakapu boom, right? Add another one of these. You know what? Sounds weird. I'm not gonna do that. So let's do floor tom then. So pack boom. Right, let's do that. Whoops. I actually like that better. It's not what I meant to do, but that's cool. And let's add another crash, but let's go light. Let's do the ride symbol. Not a crash though, just a. Let's try that, see what it's like. Is that in the way of the other one? Yeah, it is. So this is what I'll do. Let me just do this. Really, if this was like another session, I would put it probably on a different track because it's a different symbol. It's going to behave differently. But, you know, whatever. What are you going to do? And then I'll create my own fade to it just in case. You know what? Let's do this. Check this out. It gets kind of boring. So let me do boring for what it's going to be. There's no song or anything else that this is attached to. So I'm just doing it how I feel it's gonna sound cool. So there's this cool, see if I did it at this tempo. There's a cool like quintuplet hi-hat thing. There it is. And I need to cut it short too. Probably gonna be there. Yeah. The shaker's now rubbing with that, but let's just cut the shaker there. Cut that too. Or let's move it. I didn't love where it was. Let's put it there. Yeah, we'll just make this a little break for drums, right? And just get rid of all this shit that's in here. You know, I could even just do this. Check this out. Let me do snare one shot. Rim. So all the velocities here, and then rim shot velocities. Ooh. Probably go for that one. They're all pretty close in velocity, but they're rim shots, so that's the vibe, baby. Okay. I was just a little on top for that beat, but you know, whatever. See what happens. This is what I'm going to do. Check this out. So remember, these sample packs are not the answer. These are literally tools, right? They're tools to get to what you need to do. So what I need to do right now is to get this to have sound go the whole way. So I'm copying some of that information. Yep, see? Now it sounds more natural. Okay, so I think it might be cool to have a crash on that as well. Let's put a crash there. And then let's do a fill there. What haven't we done? Let's do classic. There's your Pat Boone, David Boone. Pat Boone, David Boone. Let's put that in here. You know, that kick drum. Let me see. You get as much information out of that. Let's do hi-hat loops. Oh, so check this out. Okay, so I have some grooves that literally have no hi-hat on them. It's just kick and snare, right? So you can add whatever hi-hat or whatever shaker or anything like that you want to it. So I'll do an example of that. Let's just bring in... Where should it go next? Let's see. Let's do that one. Because why not? And then let's do some hi-hat loops. Hi-hat loops at 95. What do we got here? Let's just do that one. This would be under, I don't know what I should put this on. One shot? Yeah, cool. And then we'll loop this. Loopage. So now if you wanted it more left, you can, but all of these are bounced in the stereo image that it was mixed in, right? So you're still going to hear, the way that it was mixed was in drummer's perspective. So you're going to hear that hi-hat more to the left. But, you know, if you want to make it more extreme. But I don't recommend doing that because that's lame. Because what Johnny did was good. Right? Cool. Let me do a build. Builds 95. What's this one? Let's put that here. Put a big old crash on it. Crash cymbal. Doom, doom, slam. It goes there. Let's see. We should do... What haven't we done yet? Let's put opera gong. Whoop. That build's not going to work with that crash because I'm flamming and there's a crash, so it sounds kind of weird. So I'm going to put something else. Builds 95. What else I got? Let's just do that. I'm going to do a big old... let's put a kick on it. I was thinking maybe not, but because it's kind of different. You know what? No kick. I might do a kick, but let me do this first. PERC one shots. Let's go back to that junkyard shaker that has a long shake, right? Let's do that one. Junkyard shaker. The peak starts a little later. I'm pan that over. Okay. So, yeah, let's listen to it. Yeah. Cool. I mean, it just shows you like how quick you can piece something together, right? Like that took me, I don't even know how long I've been recording. I don't know, like 30 minutes, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, and that's like really involved, and I took my time to like show you some of the stuff. But like if you knew what you were looking for, and like you can crush this like super fast. But yeah, this at least gives you like an idea of like what's in the pack and what you can do with it. If you're digging this stuff, this beat right here that we made, I'm gonna put up for free somewhere where you can download it and hear that. And then if you're interested and you want to buy it, I got links everywhere. It's not hard to find. Let's pop over. Let's check out this this promo video.